Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Future Fest 2023. I'm your host Umar Nasir, and today we have a very special guest with us. He's Asim Jamil, CEO of Tracking.me. Asim, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, ji, fine. Assalamu alaikum to you, and it's been pleasure coming over here to Future Fest.
Thank you. So, how are you finding Future Fest so far?
Well, it's an amazing experience, honestly. I think Future Fest has done an amazing job by bringing talent from across the globe, centralizing it over here. And it's not an easy task to be done, and which they have done it successfully, alhamdulillah. So I think it's an amazing experience till now. The first day was very good.
Right. So, I'm going to ask about your company. So, what is Tracking.me about?
So Tracking.me is an IoT-based application for fleet management solutions. We actually provide real-time data to the transport owners, to the fleet managers, so that they can get the maximum benefit for their businesses and analyze that what's going on with their fleet, who is their good drivers, what's their driver behavior, how they can make their business more efficient. And it doesn't apply only to specific fleet owners. It goes to multiple other vehicle types like school buses, like Hajj and Umrah, Kaaba, and waste management systems and construction waste. So it can apply to any business related to the vehicle.
Right. So, what inspired the creation of your company?
So basically, I had been into logistics business for about 7 to 8 years,
Right.
and I built a business from scratch upwards. And I found that there are a lot of challenges in this business which are missing based on the data, and which people don't either consider it important or they are not focusing on. And if we are able to provide the right solution to this industry, the industry can really flourish and they can really get the right benefit out of it. So from that aspect, it's not only one only sector for the transport. It is important for the drivers, for the fleet owners, for the customers who want the transport. All the stakeholders are very closely connected in the system, where they can see what's going on with their business.
Right. So, could you explain us about the tracking of fleet that it offers and the management solution that your company offers?
So, just anything which come to your mind related to the vehicle, we offer everything. Okay, so
Right.
it's like, just imagine how much time the engine was off, when the engine got on, how much time he traveled, with what speed he traveled, what is the load of the vehicle, okay, from where he has loaded, what type of product he has loaded, what is the speed on which he's driving, what is his average behavior, what are the timings he's doing. So it's like unlimited sort of data points which we get. And one of the beautiful things is that the device from where we get this data point, we are the manufacturers of that device as well. So
Right.
that's like a two-edged sword which we have, and we provide more analytics to our customers.
Right. How do you incorporate IoT devices in your solutions?
So there are two different types. One is a plug and play, which is like an OBD solution, and one is which is a bit of a customized. So as the customer requires based on its needs, it's a small device which gets fixed in the vehicle through the wiring or the cabling, which our technicians do. And then after that, based on the customer's requirement, if he wants a weight sensor to be connected to it, vehicles to know the weight, if he wants a seat sensor, if he wants dash cam, NDVR cameras, or if he wants any other RFID tags with his drivers. So all those then gets an add-ons to be connected with the same device, and that device speaks to our application and gives them the right full-fledged reports, whatever they need.
That's great. So, could you discuss about the presence of Tracking.me in global market?
Yeah, so we started off Tracking.me in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
And we had been very blessed and lucky, because the timing when we started this, at that time, the Saudi government made it mandatory for all the commercial vehicles to be GPS tracked. So that was our starting, and the timing was very perfect. And they asked that only those companies who would qualify as per their latest requirements would be able to do this business. And we were the first few companies who got this license. And from there onwards, we expanded into different cities in Saudi Arabia, first of all, And then when we entered into the hardware manufacturing, that was a big breakthrough for us. And then we started exporting across the globe. And in the exports, right now we are exporting in UAE, Pakistan. Over here in Future Fest, we are signing off an MOU recently with the company which is going to be our mega importers and a distributor for these devices, and also the application as well. And then we have exported to Sudan, we are exporting to Jordan, and some of the European countries are on the radar that which we are tackling.
So there are many tracking companies that exist, right? So what sets your company apart from them?
Yeah, so I think we are not a traditional tracking company only. As if you see that in, let's suppose in Pakistan, if we talk about our application and the solution, it has multiple data analytic solutions which are customized based on the customer's requirement. For instance, over here, no one is offering weight monitoring.
Weight monitoring.
So we do that. Okay, no one offers full-fledged waste management solutions, which is with the waste bins and the vehicles over here. There. So we have all those ready built-in solutions which we have built over the period, and we are providing to live customers over there in Saudi.
Right. So could you share with us some success stories in which Tracking.me has implemented their devices?
Yeah. So our sectors where we have implemented these devices include the transporters, include the school buses, and in the school buses, I'll take one success story on this one. In the school buses, what we have done is that we have also integrated the students, the bus, and the parents app along with it.
Right.
So that the student, whenever he boards on the bus, the parent can get a notification. The bus driver knows that he had to pick this much students, they are on or off. When he drops, he can take that, the parent can know when the student got dropped over the school, the driver knows, so it's all connected.
Right,
so
through an app.
Through an app, yeah.
Right.
So we have connected that problem solution, while it was just a requirement for bus tracking, but we integrated with all the others and made an app where it can be, traced the full. Same things we have done with other similar sectors as well. So that's where our success comes in, that we try to take the pain point of the business and try to address that.
Right. So the transport industry is transforming rapidly.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you plan to stay up to date, and what are the future plans of your company?
So I think the lucky thing in our company is that we have an amazing team with a great experience, and that's where we have reached to this point in a very short span of time. We are 100 plus employees at this point. We are operating in 3 different countries at this point. And moving forward, as rapidly the industry is growing, we had always tried to be ahead of the curve. And that was one of the reasons that we were the first ones to integrate with whichever the new regulation which would come in. And moving forward, we are trying to create an ecosystem of an automotive industry in which we should be the first app which should be considered whenever anyone thinks of a truck or a vehicle of his own. So we are creating an ecosystem of the service centers built in our app, where all these vehicles can get services of their vehicles and also see their history, the maintenance, what downtime, and all those different things which they can do, and a wallet system in between where they can create transactions through that wallet as well. So that's something we are already working ahead of the curve. We have like a 3-year roadmap plan already built in, which we're doing.
Right?
Yeah. So we are already working on that.
So as the CEO, what challenges do you face in your journey?
Yeah, that's there's a list of challenges. It's a good question. So as a CEO, let's be specific in our industry. I would say one thing which took us a bit time, still it is challenging at times, that our industry, the majority are not very much well aware of this, and we have to educate them and we have to update them that
Well aware of the technology
yes,
you're using,
exactly,
right?
exactly. So to tell them that this is the benefits which they are going to do. They are stuck with the petty day-to-day issues, and they do not see that how the technology can really add value to their businesses. But the ones which we have done it, they are our loyal customers, so they don't leave us now, and they see the value out of it. So I think this is one of the challenge which we are trying to overcome through different awareness programs. And other is obviously a talent pool is always has remained a challenge for us to have the right talent because we're growing, so we need more people, more hiring. So the right people in the right time and right place to be there. So these.
That's great. So, as a successful entrepreneur, what piece of advice would you give to someone who is trying to establish in business, a business in the transport industry?
So, the transport industry, if it's a traditional business they are trying to establish, then it's a cash-intensive business. They need to look into the financials very well. If it's a startup onto the tech side, then there's still a lot of room to grow in this particular sector. And I would say that whichever area you would like to go in, you need to really dive in deep. You need to have the market analysis done right. You need to see the pain point. Which pain are you really trying to solve? That's the most important thing. And one of the key things I would suggest or advise to the young entrepreneurs is that they should not be relying on the VC fund to come to run their business. They should be, the business model itself should be in a way made that it's self-sustainable. Growth is there, traction is there, and then eventually the investor will automatically come. But if you build the model which is like because I will get an investment, so I think that should not be the case. And yeah, one more thing, the vision should be big. So it should be well thought, and it should be something big that you're really doing a solution for that industry and for the community as well. So it should not be just a material sort of a thing.
It should be planned.
It should be planned, and it should be a much bigger vision than just a traditional business or commercial.
Right. So, regarding tracking.me, do you have plans regarding expansion into Europe and US and Canada?
Yeah, we are already talking to some partners as a distributor model. We are talking to them because our model has become a plug-and-play model now. So it's a SaaS solution. Hardware, we are the manufacturers. We ship the hardware, you plug it in our solution, and you can run it there and then. So we are talking to different partners, and it's not only Europe and US. It's like African countries where we're talking, Middle East and Asia. We're talking to multiple partners on this particular sector.
Right, that's very enlightening, and I hope our viewers have learned a lot. Thank you for being here, Asim, and it was a great conversation. And I hope you come next year too.
Sure.
And I hope that the information that Asim has given you will implement on it. His advice is great, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Till then, goodbye. I'll see you in the next podcast.
Thank you.